Alright, so now the question is, silly. We cannot mount. So we gotta get into Sandoria at G6. Hopefully this place isn't blocked off like fucking Jugner. Now, Payment, in case you didn't know, this is one of the starting areas for the Sandoria areas if you played starting in Sandoria. But in the past, evidently it's not so easy to get to. At least not from Juno. Yeah, it's got a lot more pot marks in it than I remember. Oops, I'm running into a tree.
It's a tree.
That's not what I wanted to do. A lot more barricades than I remember here, though.
Yeah.
Some of them have been a little... I've seen a little worse for wear. Oh look, they're fighting.
It's me.
Hey buddy, your friends are being attacked over there. Why don't you go help them? He has to keep watch to ensure that no more arrive.
You should just go fight the Garleans and the Castrums. Get Garlean rubber.
That could work.
Yeah, like in Mordona. What the hell, don't kick me.
Silly, are you ready for bagpipe music?
Yes. If they have it in the old Sandoria.
Alright, we are almost there. I'm pretty excited to finally get this going. We did it. Oh, the music. Kind of reminds me of the Seventh Saga. Ah. Okay, so we're looking for E8. Okay. However, there is a book over here, silly. Alright, so what should we do? Shall we run... I think we should go get that home point by Westgate.
Okay.
We gotta head this way anyway. Oh, it looks a little different 20 years ago. The auction house isn't there.
It's all about reinforcing their defenses.
Yeah. I guess that's what happens when you're in the middle of the Great Crystal War. There's our home point. I like that they put it in the same spot. Okay. So we're looking for a dude named Edelbrecht. I guess I'll voice Edelbrecht. He's supposed to be at E8 in 7 colors or some shit like that. Okay, we are in F8 right now, so he should be somewhere up here. Maybe he's up here? Well, there's kind of bagpipe sounding music. See him? No? Alright. I'm gonna click on his NPC name, maybe it'll show me where he is. Okay, he's inside a building, it looks like. Wait, no, what the heck? That's not where I want to be, that's Bastock. We're gonna have to speak to Main Chalet in I-9. My bad. Sorry, the damn window keeps jumping up and down from where I am, so... And the layout is the exact same for the 3 nations. Okay.
Excellent.
I-9 is on the other side of the map, where we actually entered.
Oh. Wow, silly sucks.
Oh no, she's rude, isn't she?
So nice to say.
Okay, we're on the right track now, folks. Sorry for the delay. I know you guys all want to see the story. I want to see the story. The game does not want me to see the story. Hey look, it's Rungaloo, silly.
Nice, Rungalouts.
Okay, so he's around here, maybe? And he starts with an M. There's Millard, Voidwatch, Remiel, Alfred. Okay, his name was Main Chelite at I-9, and we are in K9. Okay, so we're not quite there yet. He is in the center area. We overshot it just a little bit. What kind of name is this? Can't even see the name. The sign's blocking it. Palar Default. This guy. Main Chalet.
What?
So, you have come to join the Knights of the Iron Ram. Let me see your letter of recommendation. Ah, yes. This will do. I must inform you, once you begin the initiation, you will be bound to Sandoria. Other nations will not accept you into their ranks while your bonds to the kingdom remain intact. Forget this not. And so now I must ask, do you pledge to serve the king and his people with your life and honor? Alright.
Yeah.
You shall never be granted the opportunity to prove your worth. Only after you have done so will you be admitted to the knights ranks of the Rams. Now, let us begin. Give me that guy.
Did you not witness the conflagration that scorched the early morning heavens? The Bastock and heretics have once again defied the laws of the benevolent Altana with their godless war machines.
That's Piamet. Piamet, you can be Minot. Minnow.
Can you be so certain? Was a fat cat? To me, it closely resembled a great fiery dragon diving down to seize her prey. Mayhap it was a wicked omen portending the advent of a great evil.
The eyes of the earth see only that which they wish. 'Twas not a mysterious weapon, nor a portent of doom. 'Twas the smoldering carcass of a flying wooden beast, I tell you.
The gods forfend. Sir Rashalant, are you to have us believe that trees can fly?
What? Why I apologize for the intrusion. Gossip runs rampant among our ranks, and there is little we can do to stop it. However, this time there seems to be some truth behind the prattling of the knights, for our scouts also recorded countless sightings of this queer phenomenon. Unfortunately, the details contained in these reports were quite sketchy. Some claimed the flames to be weapon of some sort, while others swore it was a hideous daemon, spawned from the loins of the Shadow Lord himself. Whatever the case, it is our duty to determine the truth behind this episode and quell the rumors surrounding it before unwanted panic spreads to the common folk. And that shall be your test. I wish you to travel into the nearby Holt and search for clues. Once you have found at least 3 leads, report back to me. I shall be waiting here. Okay. So. Quest. Steamed rams. What is that? Okay. Alright. We got the red letter recommendation. We did that. Head to Southern Centauria. We did that.
For some reason. And sounding faint.
Who, I am or you are?
You are.
Oh, that's weird. I'm not seeing any distortions. Just let me know if it continues. Alright, so we gotta go to East Ronfaure and examine 3 things, silly.
Okay.
J7, I8, and H8. But thankfully, we're finally starting the quest, people. I know it took a little bit. I'm sorry if my voice is fading out. I don't know why. I am in the middle of a storm in real life right now, so that could have something to do with it.
Does it sound okay on your end, PM?
He does now.
Huh?
He does now.
Okay.
Before I heard what you were hearing.
Okay. So it's like off and on.
Okay, how do we get out?
Talk to one of these guys, maybe?
No? Alright, what about this guy? Brave the Wilds.
Brave the Wilds. I like how the leatherworker thing has like bread and wine.
Bread.
Looks like bread and wine to me.
Alright. So the first one we're gonna head to, J7. Actually, we head H8. That should be the closer one. H8, I8.
Reminds me of Final Fantasy 9.
This music? Yeah, it does. I agree. I like it. I know we don't have anybody in Hitbox, but make sure you're keeping an eye on the chat.
No one.
What is this? There's nothing out of the ordinary here. Okay, that's not true. There's a glowing thing right there. That's out of the ordinary. Alright, so we gotta find something here at H8. We're still in H7. Okay. So, in H8, in a crater on the northern side of the fortification tower. So, where is the fortification tower? Look around for that. I think this is it over here. At least it looks like it. This looks like a crater.
There's a question mark here.
That looks like what we're looking for. What seems to be the wing of a wooden propeller lies within the ditch before you. Obtain charred propeller. Okay. Now we gotta go to I8, where the item is It's at the base of one of the waterfalls. Okay, it's either down here, silly, or up there. Let's check over here first because it's right nearby. I don't see anything. Let's go closer to this one and see if maybe it's at that.
Ah, question mark.
Yep. There it is. A half-melted brass plate with the letters EOS engraved upon it lies in the ditch before you.
Eos.
Oh man. Our enemy is a fairy.
Well, to be fair, Scholar is the other class you get in this expansion.
That is true.
But they don't have fairies.
We will not be doing that quest today. Probably next week.
Scholar is like Black Mage, White Mage, right? And like some other stuff they can do.
Yes.
They're like stratagems, but they're also good at casting.
Oops, I didn't want to do that. That's weird.
Nice.
Alright, we are heading up to J7 and northwestern corner in a small shrub. So just keep hitting tab until we find it. There it is. Dingbats! We haven't seen dingbats in a while. That makes me very happy to hear, Wintrig. Several crystals are deeply embedded in the charred piece of wood lying before you. Piece of shattered lumber. Are they all novices or just, mentors too? Because it'd be great if novices were doing it.
Both.
Excellent.
It's interesting to read her chat because she can't see anything the lens has.
Yeah. Anywho. We got 3 pieces. We're going to return to Michelet. Piamet, I don't know if your character is going to be voicing anything from here on. Like I said, we've never done any of this content before. But be ready just in case, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Silly, we might be able to mount soon after we do this.
What makes you say that?
Well, we'll have joined the ram. And that person said
we could ride chocobo things?
Maybe, but if we can ride a chocobo, we should be able to mount too, right? Like, that was the thing in the other areas, is you needed a chocobo license.
Maybe.
New challenge! Vanquish
Lizards!
plantoids! What is
Did they
this?
change it?
It's
It's
supposed
Saturday. That's why.
That's true. That's true. It's not Sunday. That's why Vanquish Lizards is Sunday.
Every Sunday at this time of the day, a big challenge would flash across our screen and it would say Vanquish Lizards, and that's how we know it was 3 o'clock. But on Saturday, it's Vanquish Plantoids. So we saw it flash across the screen and we're like, Vanquish what? Plantoids?
Yeah. Southern Sandoria! We made it! Alright, silly. You ready? We'll see you.
I went into the main area.
Okay, I'll wait for you before I start.
Oh, you went all the way over to him already?
Yeah. I assume the rest of Sandoria is like blocked off or something?
I don't know.
Hello, I see you. You're teleporting over here, but... Alright, talking now. Welcome back, Mera. Were you successful in your investigation? Why, this looks like the blade of a windmill, but the closest one lies hundreds of miles away in the Constant Highlands. And these crystals, the formations seem to have continued growing even after they pierced the wood. Finally, this plate. I believe I can make out the letters E, O, and S. Eos. What on Vanadil could it mean? I see one of your recruits has come across some items of ours. If you'd be so kind as to hand them over immediately. Stand down, knave. State your name and whence you came. Ah, this would be a portion of the right propeller. I clearly expressed my doubts about the pliability of elm. Do not make me repeat myself. Our fears as to the fate of the Eos are confirmed. You can be Gerwolf.
Spencer. I apologize for my colleague's lack of refinement. The item you have recovered are the lawful property of the Archduke of Juno and must be transported back to the duchy for further study.
Absurd! Your laws have no authority here in Sandoria. Now be gone at once before I'm inclined to use force. Captain, you will abide by the wishes of our venereal guest from Juno. Commander, but That is enough, Sir Mainshalite. What is your duty as a Royal Knight Captain? Sir, to protect and enforce the King and his will. But I do not see His Majesty has granted the Ducal Ambassadors full authority regarding this investigation. Impertinence will not be tolerated. An outrage! With what manner of sophistries have these fiends poisoned our kings?
I will ignore that outburst, Sir Knight. Now, I believe you heard the commander. Hand over the items.
Michelet reluctantly hands Geralt the charred propeller, the piece of shattered lumber, and the oxidized plate.
On behalf of the Archduke, I thank the Royal Knights for their assistance in this matter. And, as a precaution, we ask that you do not speak of your findings to anyone. Understood?
The incorporation of an additional control flaps in conjunction with an upgrade from elm to mahogany.
Spencer, let us be on our way.
Hold, soldiers! Or outsiders.
Might you be speaking to us, Commander?
You have worn dry your welcome, travelers. Do not expect a reprise of the king's generosity, should another misfortune befall your nation.
I shall relay that to the Archduke, sir. Good day.
Ah, a new recruit, perhaps? I apologize for the display. However, it may pain us. Our first and foremost duty is to uphold the will of the king. Remember that, if there's anything else you require, speak to Lady Fiori yonder. She will brief you on your new responsibilities. I commend you on your performance, Miro. You have displayed great courage and ingenuity. I proved your worth thricefold. You are hereby granted admission to the Knights of the Iron Ram. Congratulations. Please accept this bronze ribbon of service to commend your beginning of your military career. Speak with the evaluation officer Fiori for a detailed briefing on the decoration. Alright, we got a bronze ribbon of service. And obtained sprinter shoes. Alright. Give me a sec. Just the start of the quest. Alright, so we did that, alright. So now we gotta go talk to Fiori and do Gifts of the Griffin, maybe? Alright, where is Fiori? They just said over yonder.
Right here.
Right where? I don't see you. Oh, she's right behind us. Alright. Alright, Piamet, are you ready?
Where PM at?
One of the Knights of the Iron Ram. The captain informed me that you would be along soon.
Alright, we're gonna say, what is the Allied campaign?
The Allied campaign is the comprehensive name given to the various operations carried out by the forces of Altana against the Beastman Confederate. As a reward for the nation that contributes the most in regaining control of an area occupied by the Beastmen, Dominion is granted for a short period of time. Arbitration of the campaign has been bestowed upon Juno since the duchy has renounced all claims to any lands seized by their army. The leaders of Juno were first to recognize that it would be no small feat to convince the nations of Vostok, Kunduz, and Sandoria to put aside all past differences and join in arms against a common foe. And that is why the duchy felt it necessary to motivate the three armies by offering rewards for their performance on the battlefield. In other words, by simply battering our arch-enemies, the Orcish horde Sandoria can expand its influence across the region, increasing ore crystal and resource supplies, and thus further strengthening the kingdom. As a probationary member of the Knights of the Iron Ram, the bulk of your duties will entail participation in various campaign operations.
Alright, we want to say, what are campaign operations?
Campaign operations, also known as campaign ops, is the term used for the various small-scale missions authorized by the Allied War Council. When an operation is successfully completed, the nation is granted a monetary sum paid by the Repositorium, an international bank funded by the four nations of Windaria and Kon and located in Juno. To put it bluntly, the harder you work, the more prosperous your regiment and the kingdom becomes. As for you, participation in operations will earn you allied notes which can be spent on various items and equipment. Also, the more successful you are in your duties, the more important the mission you are afforded or offered will become. Once we are ready to join in operations, speak with Sir Drastiant and he will assist you. Good luck, Tilly and Miro. The future of the kingdom rides on your bravery and honor.
Alright, and lastly, what are freelances?
Freelances is the collective term given to special units and individuals who have not pledged their allegiance to a single nation. While not necessarily our enemies, these groups do not fall under control of the Allied forces, preferring to choose their battles, heroes for hire, you could say. However, their prowess on the battlefield is not to be underestimated. If you happen to come across one of these freelances in your journeys, consider it your duty as a Knight of the Iron Ram to at least attempt to recruit their services. Perhaps your true heart and iron will lure them to our side.
Alright, that's all she has to say. Thank you, Piamet.
Good job.
Now, Silly, our first actual quest in here, we gotta go speak to, well, actually, technically our second, Lujad in Southern Sandoria, G7. G7 is over at Watchdog Alley. Thank you for that, Bailey. Hello, Poochie Woochie, and I'm honestly not overly surprised to hear that not many people do campaign. I don't know the value of it or how fun it was back in the day. Maybe you could let us know. There he is. You want a voice with loose shard?
Sure.
There's an orc in the cage over there.
This is Watchdog Alley. Have you come to view the orc prisoner? He's right over there. The royal knights caught the fiend and threw him in a cage as a warning to his foul brethren. This orc appears to speak our language surprisingly well. You may approach if you wish.
Blast! Someone's coming! Wait! We're not done here, Darvel! Hello, kind stranger. Listen to my tale, if it please you. I understand that you may be loath to believe one in my situation, but I am, in actual fact, an elven, a descendant of House Orcticulate. This unlovely form is the result of a witch's curse. Behold the signet ring. It bears the coat of arms of House Orcticulate. It is all I retain of my identity. The symbol of a unicorn adorns the ring. The temple knight here before you was the merciful Sir Darvile. He chose to believe my tale. He also chose to leave me with a ring of keys, including the one to this cage. Without a thought for his own possession, Sir Darvile is graciously allowing me one last look at the faces of my beloved family. I could not let the fear make a mockery of his generosity. Yet when I stretched out the hand to work on the lockers of the cage, I was stymied. These cursed orc arms are as thick as table hams. I could not fit my arms to the bars. Ugh. I promise not to flee. Will you not open the cage in my stead? I'll say, nice try. My wife and doting child abide in my estate. If I might peek in, if only from the shadows, I must see my family once more while my heart yet beats. Give me the keys then. Thank you! I shall return the keys myself. I cannot have the guards believing you aided in my escape. Now I must be away before the alarm is raised. Blessed child of Altana, if only I could meet you as my true self. I have a feeling it's somebody we know from the future.
Let's hope that it's recording you properly on your end.
Yeah, I hope so.
Right there, I couldn't hear you at all. At the very end. Have a nice conversation with our orcish guest. Where did he learn to speak so eloquently, I wonder?
Alright.
But he's still there.
Yeah. Alright, so we gotta zone out and then come back to another cutscene with him. So, let's run to the gate, out, and back in. But we are gonna reset the recording.